Welcome to another episode of Keep It Moving Podcast. I'm your host, Novelty. Joining me today is Mike B.
What it do?
And JT.
What's going on? What's going on?
How's everybody's Thanksgiving?
Oh, very good, considering that we all spend it together.
Oh, yeah.
We're all in this together. Oh.
I didn't know where you were going.
But it was a very good day. You know, we went and visited old JT, who invited us over to his crib
For the first time.
for the first time in over 10 years.
For the first time.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and the food was actually good. I
I
survived.
ain't gonna serve no bad food.
We don't know. You didn't know.
Oh, I do.
You didn't know. You just
I was just hoping.
Yeah, you was praying. Like, Lord, let him live. Lord, please let him live.
Oh, I know it wasn't dangerous. I was just making sure it tasted right.
Oh, right on. It was. I was impressed. I was proud of you. I didn't know you was Chef Boyardee JT.
Oh, well, you know, I watched enough Food Channel. I went to Food Channel College.
Is that how you got your skills?
Yeah.
Right
And, you
on.
know, living with my mama.
What food channel show does soul food?
Like my Triple D, they have.
They go to different soul food restaurants.
But they don't have one.
Triple D
They actually
is
don't have a soul food one specifically. But you know, you just learn different things. It don't have to be soul food, but you can apply it
Yeah.
to soul food.
And he talking about diners, drive-ins, and dives. That's the name of the show. And he called it Triple D.
That's what we call it.
Yeah.
You brand new.
Well, no, I'm just letting for those who don't know what Triple D is.
If they don't know, that's their fault.
Well, that's why,
Triple D.
and that's why I'm here. I'm here to let them know.
Well, it's been some very interesting things happening here lately, or maybe it's just the same old stuff. The LaQuan McDonald shooting videotape, the dash cam video, was released maybe about a week or so ago. And for those of you who don't know, LaQuan McDonald was shot by the police and killed a couple of years ago. And they are just now releasing the video. And the release of the video has caused some protests. First of all, LaQuan McDonald was... The policeman said he felt he was in danger and he was justified in shooting him. But if you take a look at the video, he's walking away from the policeman. The policeman has to step toward him not once, but twice. And he shoots him. The first time he shoots him, he hits the ground. And then he gets closer and shoots him 15 more times. So people are a little upset. They're saying that, or they're calling for city leaders to step down. So on Black Friday, they held protests outside the city's most elegant stores and its Miracle Mile, blocking people from coming in. Correct, in Chicago, blocking people from coming into the stores. They are asking for the city leaders to step down because they feel like the police were trying to cover it up by not releasing the tape. And a judge had to force them to release it. It looks like almost a year later.
I also read an article where I think it was the manager or district manager of Burger King. I guess it happened around a Burger King or something like that, where he came out and said that the police deleted about 80-some minutes of their footage.
I guess from the parking lot.
Yeah, I guess to help cover this whole situation up.
Wow. Hadn't heard that. I know the dash cam, when I watched it, it was kind of interesting that the dash cam video only showed LaQuan McDonald and the police officer. You saw him him take the first shot, and that was it. The car parked kind of slanted, so he was completely out of the
frame.
The frame, which I thought was kind of weird.
Do we know what the whole situation was like? What prompted this stop? Like,
the only thing I know or I heard was that LaQuan McDonald had busted somebody's tire, or not somebody's, a police tire, with a knife. He had a knife in his hand and he had slashed a tire, a police car's tire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But I don't know the specifics. I haven't heard any of the specifics.
Now, do we know what happened with the officer in this situation?
The officer has been charged with first-degree murder.
Okay.
Now that the tape is out or back then?
I think they
Did they
charged
cover it
him
up
right around
enough?
the time they released the tape. I don't know which came first, the charge or the tape, but they came out around the same time. Or they happened around the same time.
Okay.
So
like 2 weeks
him
ago.
being charged with murder was recent as well.
because
Right.
because the tape just came
Yeah,
out,
the tape
right?
just
Right.
came out.
He was actually working. He wasn't on the street.
So
But he was
a
still
desk
working
job,
and
yeah.
being paid by the police department. I don't necessarily know if it was a desk job per se, but he was still working and being paid by the police department.
He must have had it out for, I guess, some police person. And,
Considering like he stabbed the police,
and they called him and did what police do,
kill him.
and try to cover it up. It sounds almost textbook as far as
Especially nowadays,
Yeah.
with the racial tension and
Mhm.
not even just the racial tension that's going on in America today, but just the tension with people versus the police. Because nobody feels safe around police too much anymore. Well, no minority, I would say that, because there's still some good old boys out there that they don't feel any type of way.
that should be the real how to get away with murder.
Yeah,
Not with old shit.
following
It should
following
be
the
a cop
police. Yeah,
and and him teaching other cops.
that would be the worst show ever. The worst show ever.
It's life.
It is life. It'll piss everybody off.
Black Lives is the worst show ever in America.
Yeah. And the next thing here that's happened was, you guys hear about the Planned Parenthood shooting in Colorado?
Yeah, that was. Didn't it happen on Thanksgiving or somewhere around there?
No, it happened, I think, the day before.
Was it the day before? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was the day
ain't gonna get
before.
me in line.
I think
Okay.
it was either the day or 2 days before, one or the other. It was last week.
It was this
last
week. Yeah.
A man went into Planned Parenthood and he shot and killed 3 people and then hospitalized 9. They don't know for sure what his reason was, but they think it was because he opposed abortion. So this was just his decision to go in and
So this is his way of protesting abortion.
But
They believe.
I know, like there's some radicals, for people that against abortion. And,
Yeah,
and,
and you would think that
picket and
if you
throw
against
shit.
abortion, then and you have an issue with Planned Parenthood, you would take out the building and not the shoot innocent people who have nothing to do with your cause.
Maybe because they are supporting whatever Planned Parenthood is doing.
That's why I would think it'd be more so to take out this building that so Planned Parenthood don't have
But
this
there's
facility to
people still there, They
operate.
can go somewhere else. And,
Yeah,
and do it. So he's just taking out
killing the people.
You can turn the.
Do we know who the
building to a
people were?
church.
They like workers or were they like
some of
patrons?
them were workers, some of them were just people who were
utilizing the services.
the facility. And then I believe 5 of them were policemen.
He shot 5 police.
Yeah.
Oh, he went out with a bang, didn't he?
Well, the policemen were trying to come in to save the people that were in
Yeah,
there.
I know, but he just didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't care.
It was whatever. And
I'm assuming he's in custody right now, or is he dead?
I thought he was dead.
He's in custody.
Oh, usually
he's
them
not
type of people
dead.
don't live.
This lets you know what color he is.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, he's a white man. I don't know who to be afraid more of at this point. All this stuff, the Paris bombings and everything that ISIS supposedly claim responsibility for. Should we be more afraid of terrorist groups or cops or just crazy white people?
I say don't be afraid at all.
It's
Cause you got to know where you live in now and what times. And so, sadly, we the last, we the bottom of the totem pole as far as terrorist shit. It seems like other countries been, war torn and all that. We just now getting used to it, but this is life for, a lot of European and Middle Eastern cities. And so, hey, just gotta live with it. I wouldn't.
That seems so crazy to say. You
Right.
gotta
You
live
gotta
with
live
it.
with
But
it.
I
You know
understand.
what I mean?
No, I understand what you're saying.
What-
but the fact that we've gotten to the point where this is becoming normal, where we're getting
That's
more
the
and more
scary part.
terrorist
That's the
situations,
scary
we're getting
part.
more
Other
and more
than- yeah.
police killings, we're getting more and more radical people deciding, listening to this news station and this news station that's getting them riled up
It's gonna get worse.
to want to go out there and take matters into their own hands. This is part of the problem. So, okay, do we shut down the media? Do we start to skew the media? You know, like, what do we do in order to make people feel safe again and to make, maybe take this hatred out of people's mindset?
Can we really take the hatred out? I mean, because a lot of the hatred is so ingrained in this country.
Do we leave?
Are we under?
Do we get our tickets?
I mean, think about it though. Hatred is ingrained in this country. It really is. I mean, we just celebrated a holiday that was supposedly about the pilgrims coming over here and the Indians making them feel welcome and
That was
teaching
bullshit.
them
What I just,
how to, I mean, well, wait a minute. No, it really was in the beginning, teaching them how to live off the land. And then what did the pilgrims do?
That's what I'm saying. That part, I heard that was bullshit.
Oh, you saying that?
Yeah, that whole story is bullshit. Ain't no, that like I told Mike B and others, ain't no Indians around here. So I don't think back then they were, they
didn't have a kumbaya moment.
to the Indians. I'm sorry.
Let's sit around this campfire.
No, the pilgrims weren't giving to the Indians. The Indians were giving to the pilgrims, teaching them how to live in this new country. And then as soon as they learned it, what did they do?
Shit.
Tried to kill the Indians, steal their land. I mean, this country, because of how we got here, is so ingrained in hatred and racism. You can't just shut the TV off and it go away.
I think it should have happened long ago, as far as revolting and all that.
So you think that's what it's going to take, a revolt?
I mean, it's about time. Everything is boiling over.
I think that's it. Everything's coming to a boiling point.
I think the video and internet helped speed that process up in the last 20 years.
Because now everybody has access.
Can ask. We knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But nobody listening to black folk. You ain't gonna listen to oppressed folk, especially to the oppressor. They ain't listening.
Right.
We living off the hog. So, hey,
everything is coming to a boiling point.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
And boy, was she right.
Shoot.
Well, my last story happened here in Kansas City, Kansas, land of the weirdos.
I ain't no weirdo. You must be talking about Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah. Well,
No,
yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, the Missouri side.
She act like we from her town.
Land of the weirdos.
Ain't gonna disrespect us like that. Like we not okay.
That must be the Missouri side.
Wait till I host because I got some shit for your town.
Anyway, happened in Kansas City, Kansas. So the police were called out to a man's house because he beat his wife and was shooting at her.
Well, damn. Like why? If you done beat her, why are you shooting? Like she just wouldn't go down, or what do you tell you? I'm sorry. Tell your story.
Maybe she cheated on him. That's the only thing I can think of when you that mad, dude.
Where you beat and shoot.
Hey, you angry?
You damn. He got to be angry. Go ahead. What you doing?
Well, they had 11 kids.
Oof.
So when the police got there to this domestic violence call to handle it, the neighbors who at some point cared for the children, or they may not have been neighbors, just people who had cared for the children, told them to search the house because the 7-year-old boy was missing and they thought that the baby was dead. So they told him to search the house for remains. They go out to the barn and they find remains. They don't know when the baby died, between May and September sometime. The woman went out and bought some pigs, and they believe that the baby's remains were fed to the pigs. They think he beat the child to death and then fed him to the pigs.
Do the other children have any say? Or do they know anything?
They haven't said anything about what the other children know, but the other children have been removed from the home. I think there'll be some
teenagers by now. 11 kids. I don't think she'll have one after the other. The oldest one only be 11.
They didn't go through all the ages, but they did say the children had been removed
from
the home.
When you began this story,
you had no
I would have
idea
never thought we were going to the point of one of the kids being
missing
eaten
and eaten
by
pigs.
pigs.
Neither did the police when they went out there for the domestic violence call.
Was it human remains?
Human remains.
Was it his DNA? Do they know? Have they went that
They
far?
haven't said all of that. They just said that they believe that it was the 7-year-old had been fed to the pigs.
And nobody saying nothing. The neighbor had to help him up.
Whoever cared for
yeah.
the kids is the one that told the police to look for a missing body.
Ain't no teachers, all the other kids in their school, but this one particular, nobody other than this one lady.
Between May and September. That's a long
Oh, okay, no
time.
school, May and September. Yeah.
But even still, well, no.
I mean, that's
it's
a
still
good time
long
to,
for one
have a
child
kid
to
that
be
disappeared.
missing. Right.
If you had that mind.
So people really feed things to pigs.
Well, Mike,
Yeah, they gotta eat.
This is the
Well, no,
world,
not
Craig.
they gotta eat. I'm saying like just anything. It's like a person. You will feed a person to a pig to try and get rid of it.
Have you
like
watched
that's-
Game of Thrones?
That's probably where they
I have
got the
watched Game of
idea.
Thrones.
That's what I'm saying. There's still humans doing that.
I don't
And
remember.
humans haven't changed, I'm saying. So they have that capability to do that. If you have a capability to kill, you can have a
See, this is why I speak out against swine. Because this very reason.
You just ate some ham on Thanksgiving.
Brother, I ate bacon and eggs today.
Yeah.
But now that I know
you
what
get
pig
it's called swine, but when I'm eating it, it's ham and bacon, huh?
is good.
When you want to
Wow.
make a statement, it's swine.
I did not know that.
That sounds real.
That's crazy.
Why is that? Why is that so shocking?
Well,
to
that's
you?
not shocking to me.
For people to feed a kid to a pig,
For
That's
a
shocking to
father
me.
To feed his child to a pig, that is very shocking to me. But I mean,
People are crazy, man.
it's shocking that
I mean, people-
even like in today, somebody's mind would go there. Why don't they fucking have? Or is this a farm? You said Kansas City, Kansas. Don't try to disrespect Kansas like we got farms everywhere. Why do they have pigs?
now they live in a $200,000 home. The lady who cared for the children said that the house was filthy. It had dry food all over and just dirt and trash. It looked like they
Maybe
never
lived
cleaned
on-
up.
Yeah, in a big lane.
And so, I mean,
So they possibly had a farm.
they possibly had a barn or something, or at least enough land to get a barn. And, you can have some.
when I get enough
livestock in the
land,
city.
I don't think barn is going to be on my list of things to add.
Not mine, but I
But
have a
you know
cousin who
people
would love
that
to have a
do
barn.
all that stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
You said I know people that do all
I
that.
said no with people that like to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
No, yo.
I mean,
See,
my
you
best
the
friend,
most
she would have
uncountry
chickens in
person.
her yard if she could. She just likes animals like that. Some people like animals like that, and evidently this family like animals more than they like their kids, I guess.
Only pigs I'm having, I'm raising them
to eat.
They already know. Hey, Miss Piggy.
Piggy number one and piggy
Piggy
number
number two.
You ain't gonna give them no names and try to humanize them, dress them up.
Pork chop 1, pork chop 2. Get your cousin Ham over here. Man,
I can I'm not finna do none of that because that takes work.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it takes work.
That's why me and pets don't get along because it takes work. And you know who ain't got time for it? This guy.
So you don't want
Pets
to
is
dog
like
sit
taking
when I go
care
out of
of
town.
another person.
Oh, I ain't gonna dog sit you unless
Your
you
dog
want
gonna
R.I.P. your dog. You
Jump
know.
off that railing over there.
I'm just
and Mike gonna let him. He probably feel relieved.
Hey, but if it's raining, then it'll be all right
I can see that.
Why will it be all right?
because he might survive. It's wet. He fall into a puddle versus on a dry ground.
You use that terminology on anything.
Yeah, it worked for the fish.
That fish did not survive.
You never know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I'll be damned if I have a. I ain't gonna say I'll be damned.
But I can see you because you kind of country. I can see you, JT, having like a pet pig.
No, I wouldn't have. I'll have like a pet bunny.
Bunny.
Mm-hmm. They're low maintenance.
That I didn't see coming.
I can have a pet bunny.
that bunny. I didn't see coming either.
I did not
I ain't
see
gonna call it a rabbit.
that coming, brother.
If it's a pet, it's a bunny.
It sounds so cute. Your bunny is cute.
Hey,
I will shoot your bunny though. I'm just
Nah,
you know.
I ain't bringing it around your ass.
Have you
Your
ever ate
country
rabbit
ass.
though?
Nope. That's probably why I can have it as a pet.
Oh, well.
But I don't eat wild game like that.
Bunnies ain't wild though.
I call it wild
All right.
because they are wild. They out in the streets.
And you want one.
Yeah.
You call it wild, but you want one. That's like I call
this
her.
a
I
different-
call
this
her a hoe,
Not
but
the
I want
whitetails
one.
that be out in the woods
Uh-huh.
and shit. You know, in the cartoons. I'm just like
A docile
a black
creature.
one.
Oh, when they black, they calm.
They calm. No,
What-
just the color black.
Oh, you just want a black one.
Ain't no reason like.
Oh,
it's just
I thought they was a different breed.
they look different. You know, I'm talking about the ones that's probably like.
You gonna get a bunny that
foot.
big? Like
That's usually how they come.
That ain't-
I ain't talking about the wild shit you be seeing out there. That's what you looking at. That's what you thinking about.
they all the same to me.
No,
Big, little, they a bunny, and
well, I can't help
That's
your ignorance
food.
might be.
that's food for the country folk.
Yeah, I ain't talking about the ones you stand out on your porch and try to hit with a BB gun.
But you can shoot any bunny, brother.
But
Oh my
no.
God.
Well, and Mike can't think that people can. But he over here in war mode. Mr. Game over
On
here.
that note, I'm going to say good night before y'all take us to a whole nother place with some bunnies.
What note you singing for us?
Save a bunny, eat a pig.
I think all the bunnies are saved. People
Cause-
eat rabbits.
I
They
think
don't
they
eat
the
bunnies.
same. They all the same to me.
Mm-mm.
Do they have ears?
Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Adios.